The first parameter we have is the vane spacing parameter. This is simply the parameter for spacing in between vanes. If we set the vane spacing at 4 inches, it would mean there is 4 inches of space between each vane. If we set it at 2 inches, we'd have 2 inches between each vane. Obviously, the lower the number, the more vanes we're going to have from the heel to the throat along the vane track. Therefore, be careful to make sure you pick the proper vane spacing so that in your plotting and printing previews, you get the proper appearance for your vanes. The second parameter, blade width, simply controls the width of each vane. Here you can see that it is set at 1/4 inch, so looking at this from the side, you cannot really see all of the vanes that well. If you'd like to make the width of these vanes larger, simply choose the proper parameter for blade width until you get to the size that you want, and then this way when you go to plot out your drawing, you'll be able to see the vanes clearly. The last two parameters, the material and the lining allowance, are simply here in case you'd like to report this information off of PractiCAD. None of these parameters are actually downloading to PractiCAM. PractiCAM has the name of the vanes matching the ones that you have on PractiCAD, and it's going to use the information set there. However, you are capable of reporting these parameters in PractiCAD. So if you'd like to report the material of your vane or the lining allowance, where we have the choices for single and double, you can put this on a report. But these parameters are coming directly from PractiCAM. They're only in PractiCAD simply in case you'd like to report them from this program. Looking inside PractiCAM, you can actually see all of the parameters we have. Here is the spacing between vanes, the blade width, here is the material, and of course we also have the lining allowance parameter with the choice for single and double. Remember, regardless of what you create in PractiCAD for your preview for spacing between vanes, blade width, material, or lining allowance, when you download from PractiCAD to PractiCAM, all PractiCAM is going to look at for vanes is the name. It's going to match up the name with whatever you've called it. If that name exists in PractiCAM, it's going to choose all the parameters that you have saved here. So the reason why we adjust everything in PractiCAD is simply for previews and reporting.